She's one of our traffic officers. She's going to be talking about DUI enforcement. She's also one of our maid officers who does traffic reconstruction. So she's an active expert in the field of traffic reconstruction, traffic accidents, investigation, and DUIs.
I didn't get the PowerPoint because I was afraid that it wasn't going to work, so I didn't end up there's any like handouts, you guys. My name is Officer Kirsten Ryan. I've been with Montana Police Department for over 11 years now. Of the 11 years, almost 9 have been on the main team, which is the major accident investigation team. Anytime there's a major injury or brutality in the city, there's a small group of us that get called out all hours of the night. We get woken up, we come in, we document it. You may have seen us out there with the surveying equipment, taking pictures of each other and painting lights on the ground and stuff. That's for us to determine what happens so that we can reconstruct the accident. Also to make sure, we want to make sure that our city streets are safe and that, you know, we're not doing something wrong that's going to cause an issue for any of the road coverage. So that's what we do on the accident investigation team. Currently assigned as a traffic and accident investigator, and I was asked to put together a DUI presentation. So I put together some facts for you, I put together some questions. I also put a lot of resources in my handout for you. Sometimes people are kind of afraid to call 911 if they suspect they're behind a drunk driver. They want to get involved reason is because juveniles or minors
They're not even 21.
shouldn't have alcohol in their system.
That's crazy.
For some reason, the state of California has said that if somebody under the age of 21 has a .01 to .04, you can't issue a citation, you are going to take their license. When we take their license, when we're arrested for DUI, it's a big old court arrest, we write a ticket, you think we're going to go to Gotham, and we do what's called an administrative first aid form with the DMV, and it's this form, and we write it on all the pages, we fill it out, and when we're all done, we rip off the back pink one, and we give it to the person we arrested, and we tell them this is your temporary license, and we keep their license. And then the DMV will go through and do what they're going to do with their license. Generally, it's probably suspension or minimum wage. Suspension. Generally. Unless the child, minor, sorry, has a job, maybe can get a restricted license transfer to school or place of employment, maybe. That's a key issue. DMV actually has a separate hearing. When you're arrested for a DUI within the city or the state of California, this paper represents the Department of Motor Vehicles. You will have a separate hearing for the Department of Motor Vehicles for your license than you will have in court for the actual DUI. So you have to go to the DMV, you have to plead, beg, grovel for your license to not be suspended. Then you have to go to court. So that $7,000 that the CHP was talking about, that I don't know if that actually included in their DMV hearings. That's a whole separate issue. So, and I explain to people, here's your license, and you need to read this because this is what you need to do. If you don't respond to this, you have lost your license. That's a DMV issue. Here's your ticket. Go to court, or that will turn into a warrant, and that's a whole separate issue. So I'm very clearly explaining that to them. We have them for under 21, over 21, because the rules are different for under 21 and over 21 in the state of California. Now, that was the issue I talked about. This is where it gets sticky. There's under California Code 23-148, it's unlawful for anyone under the age of 21 to drive with a blood alcohol content of .05 to .07. Now I can issue them a citation. And I'm still going to do this administrative per se before the DMV, but I get to cite them for the infraction. So, now, if the driver is under 18, guess who gets to go to court with them and gets a ticket with them?
Oh, gosh.
Mom, dad.
Good.
You will go, you will be cited by a police officer, you'll be issued a citation to appear in court with your child. It's basically your promise to appear to make sure that junior or juniorette takes care of whatever has to be made, and that you're going to help them do that. And that's it. So that's why it's kind of like my partners were talking about the drug abuse thing. It's really important that we stay on top of our kids and kind of be involved in what they're doing, who they're hanging out with, talking to them, questioning them. I can't direct you to do a search survey, but can you as their parent? You can do whatever you want under your roof. And if you find something that's questionable, you're more than welcome to call us and we'll talk to you about it. If you find something in your kid's bedroom, I don't know what this is, we'll tell you.